Hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of Echoes of Malus. When last we left off, the players deliberated for a good most of an episode, went into the cave, got chased out of the cave by a bird, and then Lee shot himself in the river. So, Lee, you find yourself in a void, an empty space. You hear the rattling of chains. But you look around, and not only do you not see where they're coming from, you can't really determine exactly where it's coming from. The rustling of chains gets louder and louder and louder, and almost as if emerging from a shadow, a ragged cloak, seemingly empty, with chains hanging from its sleeves, appears about 5 feet in front of you.
Ah!
Its hood turns toward you, and you hear a voice begin to rattle out of it. You have not been here before. Would you like to make a deal?
What kind of deal?
I will allow you to keep something. Something that may be helpful to you. Is there something you found that might find useful to own in perpetuity?
Does this... I know it's the stranger, but it's described totally differently from the way Aila had it, which is sick as hell. Does it show me objects in the same way that the stranger did for Aila?
Stranger cocks its hood to one side and then raises its sleeve behind it as if to show you something, and you see, almost as if mists parting, the sand sloop appears in its ruined state.
Oh shit, we gotta think bigger. So if it comes back to us ruined in AKY, we don't even know if we have, and I'll carry on a B, we don't even know if we have like enough manpower to fix it here. And we couldn't take it with us in this broken state.
Over the table, here's the thing. The sand sloop was destroyed, right? So how long would it take us to rebuild it if we tried to rebuild it?
If we claim it in its state now and we repair it, do we think it's repaired in perpetuity, or do you think we need to claim it after we repair it?
I do not believe in it. It would have to be in a broken state.
Right.
We have parts here.
The voice emanates from the hood. I could give it to you in such a way that any changes you make to it would stay.
Damn. That would be really nice. That's so powerful. And I don't see us...
That is strong.
It's a strong and I don't see us, like, trying to charm any other clerics, like, in the immediate future. I don't think so. Yeah. I don't even know if Lee, like, asks for another thing at that point.
Or perhaps you might want this. And he holds his sleeve out toward you, and above it appears your notebook.
Oh.
Again, any changes you might make to it could remain.
Have you been listening to me?
That is so strong. Both of those are so strong.
How do you know about this? Lee reaches, like, you see him comically reach for it and almost like recoil his hand.
You reach out for it, and suddenly you realize the stranger is leagues away from you.
Have you been doing this to me? Have you been doing this to all of us?
I do not trade in information.
Okay. What do you trade in?
You can give me some of your essence, and I will tether this to you.
Where does it show up? On my person?
This notebook would appear on your person when you awake, this sand sloop would be just outside of the home that you wake up at.
Right. The journal is like so tempting as a character choice, but I think like realistically, if Lee is capable of remembering everything that's happened, like discerning it, then the journal is not as tempting as it was. But man, that's a slick little callback. I love that.
I would offer you this. He holds out his other sleeve, and you see floating above it is Nadim's contract with the people of Al-Karyana B. He continues, but I'm afraid you did not hold it or touch it in your last life, so I cannot give it to you. And it disappears.
Do you mean that I didn't hold it in my last life, or that I haven't held it personally at all?
None of you held it in your last life.
Whoa. Okay.
Lee, do you want to give me an intelligence check? DC 10? We'll call it history, actually.
Call it history.
Yeah.
That is a nat 20 plus 6.
Nat 20 plus 6. You're not sure why you know this information. It must have come to you incidentally. But basically the way contracts work in Nocturne is that if a debt is owed on a contract, then the person who holds the contract physically owns the debt.
There's no changing of names? There's no editing of the document?
Yeah, if you held the contract, you would own the debt.
Which would skip a huge chunk of what we have to do at the beginning of this. As far as like, getting the collateral from the airship, getting the fuel tank, bringing it to Nadim.
Well, even beyond that, we don't even have to worry about finding money to pay him off in the first place.
Right, yeah.
But we can't get it right now, so we still have to choose something else right now, but that's good to file for future. Next week.
Yeah. Okay. I can't think of anything else that I got my hands on last time I was alive that I want. I guess your deal for the sand sloop sounds very tempting. What is it you're asking of me?
Give me some of your essence. A hit die for the notebook or the sand sloop. 2 for both. 3 for the notebook, the sand sloop, and the charm. What would you choose?
I'll 2, the sand sloop and the charm.
Ooh, not the notebook. Interesting.
He reaches out his sleeve again toward your chest, and he's no longer leagues away from you now somehow. A white light emerges from your chest, and the sleeve grasps it, pinches it, and pulls it apart like taffy. And then it breaks off a piece. And you suddenly wake up in Suha and Jafar's bedroom. You hear Suha say, "It's time you all wake up. The sun is out and we could use some extra hands to help prepare for the festival."
And Aila sits straight up. I look at everybody else. I look at Leanne. I'm like, good grief, man. Way to go. That was a quick reset. Very expedient. I like it.
That was really, really effective.
Definitely. Hey, got a question. Do you remember after the last reset, I came back with the gloves. Did anybody come back with anything this time?
Lee pats down his pockets. Is the charm cleric thing there?
Yeah, you find the brooch.
Yeah, Lee pulls out the diamond pendant.
Cool.
Just kind of hangs it in the air. Lee stands up and walks outside.
Aw, Lee got something this time. I feel left out.
Oh. Aila just gets up and follows Lee.
Suha is standing at the top of the stairs, bewildered. What's all this talk about resets?
Excuse me.
Huh?
I just pushed past her.
Oh.
Sorry, excuse us.
Okay. I was going to invite you guys to breakfast.
Shall we join you for breakfast? Yes, exactly. Can we join you in a moment?
Yeah. Come down whenever you're ready, or go ahead down now, whatever you like.
Thank you, ma'am.
We'll be right there.
He might be in
Thank
shock.
you.
I'm just going to walk with him.
Yeah. Lee steps outside, turns the corner, like steps out and sees the village of Alcariana B. If you want to run that description, you can. I feel like I have it. I know it so well at this point. I don't have it memorized, but like I know a lot of it.
Yeah, you look down the alley behind the house, and you see the sand sloop parked outside of Suha and Jafar's back door. It is in the same state of disrepair that it was before.
I like to think that it's next to the wheelbarrow that we used to roll Lynn's body out in the desert last time.
Yeah, it's right next to it, yeah. Your two primary vehicles.
Yeah. All we have.
I say hi, Lynn, as I walk out.
Hello?
I'm just standing right
I don't
behind
think
Lee.
you're supposed to do that. I kind of whisper.
We'll explain in a moment. Thank you. Goodbye.
So, Kato, you're the first one out the door after Lee.
Yes,
Give me a perception check, DC 10.
that is a 12.
A 12. You stop at the front door, look down at your feet, and you see a letter resting on the ground. It looks like Lee has, in his hastiness, walked right over it and completely missed it.
I would like to bend down and read it.
I'd pick it up and read it.
Kato, you start to bend over to read it, and then Aila picks it up. Good catch there. So you guys start reading it together. It says, I think it's about time we met. This whole thing has been confusing. I'm at the last house on the right, at the end of the street.
The redstone one?
Wow.
They're all made of redstone, yeah.
Yeah, but
All right. Guys, let's go to the redstone house. I look around and every single one of them is redstone. Do we see the sand sloop? I guess we can cover that before. I would probably walk up to Lee and tell him about the letter.
Yeah, Lee, what are you doing?
throwing up, just hurling. There's hands and knees.
So some things are obviously very different this time, guys.
Ya think?
Yeah, just a little. I mean, 1, sand sloop. 2, letter.
Pendant.
Wait, there's a letter? He looks over because he didn't see it before.
Wait, yeah, a letter?
Yeah. Is it addressed from anyone, Jake?
Yes, it is signed Lou, spelled L-U-H.
Someone named Lou sent us a letter, and it seems like they might know what's happening to us.
Kato, no need for a history check on this. You recognize this as an extremely common name in the Buccaneers Legion. This is a native name.
To the Buccaneers Legion?
To the islands that house the Buccaneers Legion.
I see. Okay. Worth noting, this person might be from the Buccaneers Legion, but that's solely judging by their name.
Judging a book by its cover.
Judging a person by their name, yeah.
We're supposed to go see somebody who knows what's going on, allegedly. And it sounds like they might if they're... I mean, I assume this letter was for us. Was it addressed to us?
Thinking back, can I confidently remember that it was not there in previous loops?
That's an interesting
Would be
question.
a pretty easy thing to
retroactive
miss.
perception check. Yeah. I mean,
Well, I mean, if it's something that I wouldn't know, then it's fine. I'm just curious if it's something that I could know.
there's no way to know at this point, right? Like, it's definitely not something you have noticed, but like, could you have noticed it? How would you know?
So, should we go eat breakfast real quick, be kind to our host, and then go see this Lou?
Yeah, I agree. I'm hungry.
None of you saw that? A specter? Rattling chains? No body, just robes?
Lee says none of you saw that, and then just stops talking.
A vein pulses on Lee's forehead.
The letter? Yeah, it's right here.
Aila proceeds to then say, "Hey, Lee, did you see this guy?" And is describing the guy, but nothing's come, that she saw. Did you see?
Yeah. Aila starts to say, "Hey, Lee," and then stops talking.
And then I just look at Lee and I'm like, gotcha.
Does
I
does
understand.
Lee hear her?
No.
Okay. Well, sand sloop, pendant,
Two things.
or it seems fine. I don't know.
Let's see. Let's go eat, guys.
Cool. You guys trying to accomplish anything during this breakfast, or do you just want to move ahead to after breakfast?
Suha, sorry, I mean, ma'am, do you know who? Do you recognize the name Lou?
No, I don't think so. I don't know that I don't reckon I've ever met anyone named Lou. At least not spelled that way.
Do you know anybody or know who stays in that last house on the right?
There's this guy named Waleed in town. His parents used to live there, but then after they passed, no one's lived in that house for probably good 20 years at least, maybe 30.
Really? Nobody?
Well, it's a house in disrepair. I suppose if you wanted to fix it up, you could live there if that's what you want. And it's not like we have
No, I'm just surprised.
This food is really good. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Is there anything you all need before you Well, she is going to try to solicit your help with the traders and all the standard stuff too.
We're not sure exactly what we're doing. Having been through such a tragedy. So I think we're going to
You could say that again.
You make that the tagline for the podcast.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing.
Suha,
Yes, dear.
I have 2 requests, and I would love to help you with this contract. First, and this one's easy. Do you have any molasses?
That's an interesting question.
Connor is just looking around, lead, okay, what's his next assassination project?
Yeah, is it bad that my immediate thought as a player was he was going to build a bomb somehow?
Just to kill an NPC again.
I come up with more and more devious ways to take Lynn out under your noses.
There's probably some sort of sweetener. It'd probably be expensive to get your hands on, I'm guessing, especially out here in the middle of nowhere. So let's say she says she has some sort of syrup that's similar to molasses, but it is something that she probably spent a lot of money on and uses sparingly.
Okay, wonderful. Could I have, say, 4 or 5 drops of that? And Lee digs around and takes his backpack off, sets it on the table, digs around in its chest and finds a little empty glass bottle. Just holds it out.
Okay. Make sure you keep the outside clean, otherwise you'll get ants. But yeah, here you go. She gives you a few drops of molasses in a glass bottle.
Thank you, and I don't worry. I intend to pay you back in kind. Now the second thing is, can you keep a secret?
Well, of course I can. What can I do for you?
This is grave, I fear. This is very important.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Well, I gotta be honest, it depends on what you're about to tell me.
Okay, it's fine. It's nothing dangerous to you.
I'd like to think that I could trust you.
Lee starts walking around and closing the blinds on all the windows. He's like, now.
I look at the other members of our party and raise my eyebrows.
I am very confused as well.
You mustn't tell anyone about this.
Ayla's just leaning back in the chair, going, let's see.
Hon, could you tell me what's going on here?
Of course. So, this, and Lee, tears his wig off and just chucks it on the ground, is a disguise. But this is also a disguise. And he just points to himself. And then he pulls out his catalyst and he casts Disguise Self as Damien Agetis of the Agetis estate. And he says, "This is who I actually am."
What?
My name is Damien Agetis of House Agetis. And I was on that airship when it went down. It's a miracle I'm alive, and it is due to your generosity. I have some sway in Nocturne politics. I'm sure you've heard of the House Agetis. So I think the contract will not be an issue, but you mustn't tell anyone of my disguises, either of them.
Give me a deception check.
I have an actor feat. I get bonuses on deceptions when I'm pretending to be somebody else. First one's an 18 plus 9, second one's a 17 plus 9.
Oh, and you're in my receiving room. Oh, well, here, do you... And she goes back to her cupboard and pulls out the jar of molasses and says, do you want the whole thing? You can have it.
Okay, sorry, I was rolling a wild surge thing. I'm fine. It's all good. No. And I'll pay you for the drops I took. It's fine. This is for kind of a side project. Unrelated. It may help me later. It may very well save our lives. But you've done plenty. You've done more than enough. This meal is fantastic. I just need you not to tell anyone about this, and I will solve this contract problem shortly.
Okay. Well, anything I can do for you to be at your service. Thank you so much for visiting our humble little village of Alcariana B, and I hope that you won't forget about us.
Lee, I hate to do this, and
No, you don't.
I do a little bit. Lee hates to do this. I love to do it. This is great. Lee puts a coin on the table, and then as he turns, he gestures for everybody to follow him. And he puts a silver coin on the table, and then as he's walking out, he's like, as if I would ever choose to come to this backwater village.
Well, yeah, of course.
Like under his breath, like just enough that they might hear it.
Roll a perception check. She hears it.
Cool. Lee leaves.
Okay. You guys are in the sun-swept city of Alcariana B. You identify down at the end of the street the house that the letter referred to. The geyser goes off. The pyramids in the distance. The spire of the spired city to the far north is also in the distance. The sand sloop is sitting there broke. What you doing?
Sorry, I didn't have time to tell you guys about this beforehand. First of all, I'm not trying to be mean to them. Damien Ageddis is a huge dick. If I want to keep this cover, I have got to be mean to people. Did you guys meet him? Did any of you see him at the, in Kiblik, at the trade agreement?
In passing,
He fucking sucks.
I met plenty of his guards. We stayed in his house.
Well, he kept trying to get me to do hookah.
Did you say no? Because you should
Yeah.
have.
No, I said no.
Good. Drugs are bad.
More for reasons of subterfuge than anything else.
I'll have to roll an
you need a
insight
clear
check on
mind.
this. I feel this is some bullshit.
Which
I would like to roll insight check on the ethics of the DARE program.
I was going to say, which
ahead.
part are you rolling against?
I'm against you. I feel like you're just bullshitting me right now.
Against me?
Sure, roll insight.
Let's see. 11 versus.
I'm not even lying.
I guess.
Go ahead and roll deception anyway.
Okay. Okay, the first one's a 2 plus 9, so also 11.
Okay, meets it, beats it. Yeah, no, you are able to tell he is telling the truth.
What, do you think I was going to try to cozy up to Norman Malus without a plan? I had something, at least. Also, I can't stop doing his voice, so I'm sorry in advance.
How long does this last? Looks up and down.
This is an hour, but I think... So I can use this as many times until my fuel tank is empty on the catalyst, so I could keep this up for quite a while. If we get some Gryphosine I can carry around, I could keep this up indefinitely. So let's...
You mean the ship?
I mean, yeah, I know, but we just need a smaller tank, something we could take with us.
Can't you just fill it up? Like, if we needed more?
I can only carry so much.
Before we get any further into this discussion, can we go back to where we were heading down the street to talk to the person who might know what the hell is going on?
Oh, yeah, you're right. You got
yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, 100%.
I'm in favor of that. Thank you, Aila.
Thank you, Aila.
So, you all come to the shack at the end of the street. It's
Okay.
open. You can see the inside is shadowed.
Well, I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm going in.
Yeah, ladies first.
I'll follow behind Aila.
So as you all step into the building, Thick clouds of dust dance in the rays of light cast from cracks in the ceiling and walls. The sand-covered floor is made from uneven bricks that have lost their place, yet to be reset. A breeze rolls through, causing a reed mat hanging over the window to sway open, momentarily revealing a motionless form draped in dark materials. The mat softly thwaps against the wall again, and the light is gone. Aila, you're the first one in. Give me a perception check. And I believe you have dark vision, don't you?
I do.
You do not have disadvantage due to the low light levels in this room.
Okay. 23.
23. First, you see at the ceiling on the opposite side of the room a slit of light which reveals to you that there is a hatch up there. Then you make out the form in the corner. The woman crouches in the corner, clad in form-fitting black leather garb that reveals a muscular physique. Her breastplate bears the emblem of the Buccaneers Legion. Her dark eyes flick between you, her gaze piercing you to your core. Even crouched, her lean figure and extended legs tell you she is quite tall. Her long black hair is tied behind her head, revealing a crescent scar on the right side of her face, slicing from temple to ear.
I first look up at that hatch with the sliver of light. It looks like a hatch, and I try to direct their attention to it, and then I turn very directly and face her, and I said, Lou?
She stands and strides confidently toward you, but steadily, and says, "You all went somewhere different last time. Some sort of portal. I couldn't follow you." "Yes, I am Blue. I figured it's time we met."
Well, I think we were hoping to possibly seek you out.
Do I know Lou?
Nope, you do recognize this is one of the Grand Council's Corsairs, which serve a few different functions, but primarily they tend to hunt down rogue elements within the Buccaneers Legion.
I'm recognizing this myself too, right, when I see this?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And Connor, you are immediately certain this is the woman who killed you.
I immediately draw my blades. You were the one who killed me!
Yes, and you'll note that I haven't done that again.
Yeah, because the first time you thought you succeeded and all this happened.
Yes, exactly.
You said you have information on this confusion, or can explain, or will you explain more? Did you leave a letter?
I was hoping you might be able to help me. I killed Connor here, and then thought my mission would be over, and then I woke up back in here again. So, something's happening. I want to know, the last loop, and then I think maybe the loop before that, it's getting hard. It's a bit fuzzy. Did you die both of those times as well?
One of us died.
I eye Lou suspiciously. I look at her uniform. I look at her and I say, "We sail into the wind."
And she says, "But the tides push us in the right direction."
She's good.
Okay.
I don't know about the whole killing you part, but she is at least who she claims to be.
As a former Council helmsperson, do you understand the penalty for associating with a fugitive of the Buccaneers Legion?
If proven.
Well, the good news is I have no way of reporting you. I've tried sending birds, reaching out to established contacts, and, well, at least at the rate you all are dying, I have not made it across the desert yet. So that is it. If one of us five die, then we restart.
So it seems like we're in the same boat. Oh, pardon the pun. That wasn't on purpose.
Up until the time you told us that you had killed him the first time and you'd been looping, we thought it was just the 4 of us. We didn't know there was a 5th person looping as well.
I had a pretty strong theory that they were looping.
I do want to bring the attention of the group towards the fact that if we figure out how to get out of this loop, she's probably going to try to kill Connor anyway.
Yeah,
But the reason why she isn't is just because we'll loop again.
Right.
So, a tentative alliance.
If you have any idea how to end the loop, then that would be a concern. But are you any closer than I am? I've been changing variables, and no matter what, they always go back. Has anything been inconsistent?
Other than your letter, none that we can think of.
Have you had any strange dreams? How much of that gets out?
None of it. None of that gets out.
Fuck! A vein on Lee's forehead pulses.
So far, every time we've looped, it has been one of us who died. So that means you haven't died and looped yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. So you loop when we die, not you don't loop separately for any reason. Not that I thought that was happen, but
Well, you 4 are
Formality.
also the only people I have met who are even aware of the loop. Everyone else is completely convinced that this is the first time any of this has happened.
Lee tries to say, I've met one more. Again, in reference to the stranger.
Nothing comes out.
Motherfucker! Lee looks like he's gonna have a stroke. He's like,
Are you okay over there?
ignore him.
I think Lee's bloodlust for Lynn is getting the better of him since he didn't get the chance to kill her this time.
I don't know if you know
Nice.
anything about Damien Agetis, but he's a bit of a hookah head.
That's not Damien Agetis.
hey. Actually, she would know that because she's been watching us the whole time.
Look, this. She reaches into her pocket and pulls out a small red scale. No matter where I leave this, it's always in my pocket when I wake up here. No matter what I tell people, they don't remember me. No matter who I kill, they always come back.
Oh, hey, have you seen our sand sloop?
You're what?
Yeah, come check this out. Lee
You
leaves.
have when did you get a sand sloop?
Lee walks out the door.
Well, hang on. She looks back. We have not established that we are even allies yet.
I think we've established we are not allies if you're intending to kill Connor at any chance you get when you know that we're not looping.
That's my concern, is that we don't have any trust. And if you don't trust me, I can't trust you. But I do believe I am useful to you. I can go places you can't. I can learn things that you can't. And I can kill people you can't.
She's got a point.
As far as I'm concerned, for as long as we're in this loop, the contract cannot be fulfilled. And we have no idea when this loop will end. So for the
Correct.
moment, our interests are aligned.
Yeah, listen. So I get that you're just now going through this with the 4 of us because you haven't actually talked to us, but we've been going through this with each other for the last 5 loops. We get it. It makes strong alliances because we can't act against each other. There's no point to it, and there's no impetus to do that. We have to work together. So come see our sand sloop, and we'll figure out what we can do from there.
Okay. And are we all on the same page? And she locks eyes with you, Aila.
I think we have to agree that we need each other right now, but that doesn't mean we'll be friends when this ends. But then something may happen in one of these loops that changes that too. And I'm open to that. I would much rather not have an enemy, but I don't want to see Connor killed.
Yeah, I like to stay alive. His blade is still out. It's his shaking right now. He's just like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
What's Ruby doing right now? Just out of curiosity.
She's like, her head's poking out, kind of growling next to me.
Her tongue is slithering.
Yeah, slithering. Just like, "Grr."
She's like 5 foot in length now.
She's a lot bigger.
She's definitely making a bulge in Connor's sleeve.
That's one inconsistency that I suppose you're already aware of. she's grown every loop. So she seems to be outside this as well.
Yes.
We haven't changed.
Was curious about that. What do you know about the red snake?
Connor's just like, I think she's a cleric. He kind of like, he's like, okay, Ruby, you can come out. Like, kind of has her slither out. She's not now. Right now, she's blue. I just realized it. Looking down, she's blue now.
It's definitely the snake you had yesterday, but it's scale. She pulls the scale out of her pocket again. Do not match from before.
She can do that?
Was that your proof?
Was what? Proof of what?
Was the scale your proof that for Connor somehow? What's the purpose of the scale in your pocket?
This was given to me by my boss to track the red snake.
What do you know about her?
What I know is that the snake was a clandestine agreement. It was thought to be taken by rogue pirates who attacked Connor's ship and slaughtered the crew. We could not locate it after hunting down those pirates and killing them. So I retraced my steps and I found that Connor was missing. His trail led me to you, Kato, and then when I reported to my superiors, they said, confirm he has the snake, kill him, and bring the snake back to us. That got complicated when I successfully completed my mission, and we looped back.
Yeah, there's also another thing just to fair warn you. You really can't take her after killing me.
Why would you say that?
She can leave this plane of existence.
Okay.
Like, I don't know where she goes, but she kind of can still see around us, but not here.
Interesting.
How she kind of described it, but she's not here. You can leave and come back. So, I don't know how you're going to take her after you kill me. Just a fair warning.
That would be a problem for a different day anyway.
He's like, dang it, I was hoping that'd keep me off the hook for a second.
Yeah, I was hoping that was going to work.
He's like, dang it.
As I see it, though, my mission has changed due to otherworldly circumstances. So, with that settled, then, do you all want to show me this sand sloop?
Yes, Lee says from right outside the door where he has not moved.
Ayla's going to stand there and watch them all go out the door and be the last one out the door. Or attempt to be.
Lou walks, waits as if to see if you're going to go out the door first, looks you down, looks you up, and confidently strides past you out the door.
Connor still has his blade out, like, okay, put it down.
Lou taps you on the shoulder, Connor. You can put that away. It doesn't seem like it's going to come to blows right now.
He nods and puts it back. Still shaking. He knows how serious this is. He's like, I am a dead man. This is the person who's going to kill me.
So you guys take her back to the sand sloop?
Yeah. Ta-da!
It looks broken.
Mm-hmm. But was it here last time?
No.
Right.
How did it get here?
Cannot explain it physically.
Okay.
It's part of the process.
What do we do with a broken sand sloop? Is there a carpenter in town?
I don't know. This is as far as we've gotten. But it's something. It is something.
I'm confused. I look closely at the sand sloop and sort of eye Lee. And I'd like to inspect it to see if it is like an identical sand sloop to the one from the Verdant Oasis.
Yeah, give me investigation. This is also a DC 10.
That is a 14.
14. Yeah, I mean, I guess you are an expert in identifying ships, but you wouldn't need to be. The way that the bow is broken out, it's pretty easy to say, yeah, this has just been transplanted here somehow.
Lee, how did you get this?
Same way Aila got the gloves.
He doesn't say anything.
He shakes his head, does the exact he mannerisms as though he is talking and nothing happens. He just kind of gestures broadly at the ship and also Aila.
He gestures broadly at the ship, but that's all. He doesn't gesture at Aila.
I stare at him for a second, waiting for him to speak, and when he doesn't, I say, "Okay, well, I guess we're not finding out today.
I think a fish has his tongue.
There are more important things. I have a feeling we'll probably figure it out eventually."
Can we use any of the parts from the airship to repair the sloop?
No, you wouldn't know.
Connor doesn't have that kind of knowledge.
You would need proficiency with carpenter's tools to be able to assess the damage and what sort of fix it would require.
So, Lou, while you've been hanging out here in town, while we've been maybe doing other things, have you run across any carpenters who might have the ability to work on this thing?
What makes you think that I've been hanging out in town while you've been doing other things?
Well, maybe that was the wrong way to put it. I mean, have you, in your loops, encountered anybody with carpentry skills? I know apparently you followed us because you knew we went through a portal, so you haven't been here the whole time, but you may
No.
have encountered different people. You said you've talked to people.
I would like to suggest calling them Loops.
Fuck off.
Loops.
Connor's just out there saying, "Yeah, how was the Luloops?"
She looks at all of you, looks back toward the town, looks up at the geyser, and then back at you all and says, "I have not met any carpenters, but haven't they been building a stage?"
Like light bulb goes above his head metaphorically. He's like, "Oh."
We all look at each other like we're all fucking idiots.
He just asked them to do. Oh wait, but they need help with the stupid stage for the project, right?
Yeah,
Well,
think about it,
if we
guys.
get
We
them-
haven't encountered the stage for how many loops and days on top of loops now?
Right, but if we get them through the festival, it'll free up the manpower and the time. And the only way we get them through the festival is if we help with the contract anyway. So what if... this is difficult. I can't communicate that progress will be saved, but I also don't actually know... I wonder if I have to have a hand in the progress for it to be saved. Like, if I don't interact... No, it's tethered to me. I think it would be fine. If we got somebody else to work on it, I think it would be fine.
So why don't we do this? Lee, I think you have a plan for the contract, apparently. Just
I have
guessing.
something.
Something.
A plan might be giving me too much credit.
Okay. You have an inkling of an idea that could be used to implement the beginnings of a plan.
That feels like literally every day. That feels like everything we have ever done as a unit since we got stuck in this place.
So maybe you and one of us go to do that part, and the others go help build this stage so that we can get access to carpenters a little quicker.
I would recommend something different.
Okay.
I found that the traders who are working with Nadim are quite experienced. I had to pay them to give me protection as we traveled through the desert. But they were friendly and willing to do so once paid. It seemed he made an offer to you all that if you were to help him, he would waive that fee. Why do we not simply have the traders bring us to the next city?
No, I also want to do that for sure, but we have to get the contract anyway to get that waive, right? To get the fee waived.
Mm-hmm.
We
just help the traders collect the fee tonight.
Oh, you're talking about doing it in like an evil way. You're talking about doing it like a way that doesn't respect anybody in the village, right?
Oh, like a villain.
Rolls her eyes. There's no lasting consequence, right? Beyond the infantile notion that concepts such as good and evil are things that actually exist. There's no impact from that action. It's only helpful, right? So why wouldn't we?
No, we have to. I'm going to say something and you tell me how much of it comes out. We have to get the contract in this lifetime.
Why?
I cannot. I can't explain it. I can't tell you. As much as I would like to build trust here, I can't tell you. I can't even tell them.
Lee, just tell her.
Yeah, what's the problem?
not-
Just tell
Ayla just
not
stops and says,
something.
Lee, look at me.
No,
And when Lee looks, she just looks at him and tries to say something like, "Is this have to do with stranger?" But he sees that look on my face and not being able to say anything. Does this have to do with?
There's two people silently nodding at each other and gesturing wildly. It's
Yeah, but you two are nodding at each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. See, Aila gets it.
I agree. We've got to get that contract. I'm with Lee.
It's
So,
important.
Kato, why don't we have that?
I don't know. You have telepathy with a snake. I have nothing. What are you complaining about?
You've got a cool hammer, Kato.
And you can get really big.
When I was a kid, my sister and I thought we could hear each other's thoughts.
What are we, trauma dumping?
Yeah, hang on, Lou. I was actually just gonna ask if you do you have a special connection to clerics? It seems like all of us are blessed.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Well, there goes every theory I've ever had. All right.
What's your sister's name?
Beautiful curveball. Thank you. Nice.
No, I just thought maybe it was Arwa. That's the only reason why I asked.
I was wondering the same thing when you
Do
said
you think
that.
you would have to pay the traders like that?
My sister's name was Made.
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 That's a beautiful name. Were you close?
In
guessing.
age.
Yeah, in
and
age.
when we were children, we got along quite well. Do you have any sisters?
I do. I had 2 sisters and a brother.
You have 2 sisters?
Mm-hmm.
Are you close?
Why have we never talked about this?
Honestly.
Nobody ever asked.
You said you had a brother the other day, and I reacted with exactly as much surprise. You didn't think to bring up the sisters at that point?
No? Didn't seem interested.
Man. Well, I am, just for the future, for the record.
Okay. So, for the record, it's now out there.
Anybody else want to go do this trade agreement?
Yeah, let's breeze through it. Take the debt on like we have the last 2 times. Get the collateral, etc.
Or we just take the money from the people of Alcairiana B. They have no way to defend themselves.
Well, you want to just wait around here until nightfall? Regardless of the ethical debate, seems like wasted time.
Again, I do not think there is an ethical debate. And
Right. But you're not the only one present in this conversation, so...
I don't think it's a waste of time either. Have any of you tried to travel through the desert of Nocturne? Have you seen the carriage behind Trader Nadim's?
No. Well, we took the
No.
Cabos. I mean, we
Cabos, yeah.
We went to the
They're
Oasis.
fun.
That's as
The
far as we've
carriage
been.
is covered in 4-foot steel spikes in case a Tramos attacks. Do you have anything like that?
Broken sand sloop.
I don't see spikes. We would have to add those ourselves.
No, but it was used for traveling across the desert by
True.
some traders. Other traders.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
That we encountered in one of our loops.
Is this what happened to you in your last loop? You met traders through that portal?
Man,
Yes?
it makes no sense for us not to share a certain amount of information. Because honestly, it would be immensely helpful to have somebody skilled on our team who doesn't have to be doing what we're doing. But can you not say things in such a socially inept way? Just make everything sound evil.
Me or her?
You, obviously. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Please don't angry the assassin.
Lou, I see the utility in what you're arguing, but we're not going to do it. And I don't feel like having a debate about it right now. If you would like
Fair
to
enough.
do that, you can try.
I can afford to pay for myself to cross the desert with their fee. I can't afford to pay for the rest of you.
Where are you trying to go?
That's a good question.
The next village up the road.
Doesn't that take longer than a day?
Yes, it takes, assuming all goes well, 5 days.
Lee, you were saying?
Yeah. Sorry. Lee's disguised self wears off and he turns back into Lee. So the series of events that we have planned here are we get some collateral, we take on the debt as our own, which was part of Nadim's original deal to waive his fee for travel, right? As long as he wanted payment, right? If we take on the collateral, it's functionally the same thing. We'll be able to do that. This serves more than one purpose. We get goodwill for the people. We ask them if they can work on our ship. They clearly have supplies. They have the know-how. If they can make any progress at all, it helps us. Again, I cannot explain why. We also become the owners of the contract, which could be useful later. And we get passage. It's all good things. If we just take the money, they're never going to help us with the sand sloop.
I would like to take action. Shall we get the village people to repair our sand sloop?
I would very much like that, yes.
Let's talk to Suha, see if she can help us. Go from there. Lou, are you staying with us, or are you going elsewhere?
How are you going to leave with the traders? You cannot pay the fee, can you? I assume that's why you haven't before. Nadim was willing to waive the fee if you helped him get the money. You guys opted to instead take on the debt for Nadim, which did not include a waiver on any travel fees.
Means he didn't get anything out of it, really, right? Or
We
he,
didn't,
he,
yeah,
I guess
we
he
didn't
still got the
ask
money
him to
out
do
of it.
that. He still owed the money. He doesn't get the money.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave us like a week to get it. Okay, I was under the impression that either way we would get him to waive the fee. And we could still probably try to persuade him to do that. It'd probably be a gnarly check. But this was the original idea behind the Damien Agetis scheme, is if I pretend to be a nobleman that's in need of help and can like reasonably supply Nadim with like a political foothold or like just material goods when I am helped, like it's a great debt that I would owe him, right? Theoretically, assuming he buys that disguise, which I got a pretty good chance of passing off, frankly.
I would think that Damien Agetis has good credit.
So if we can't just like take on the collateral and continue normally, then maybe I can use the Damien Agetis disguise to convince him to help us. I feel like I still want to, if we take on the collateral as Damien Agetis, sure, fine. I still want to take on the debt from the villagers just as like the moral right thing to do, right? Like Lee wants to do that. But I think we can also convince him to like get us to the next town.
Okay, why don't we leave the sand sloop here? And, well, then what's the point of repairing it?
I still can't tell you. I can only promise you that it's a good thing.
This thing is so cool, but it's kind of worthless. It kind of just kicks it a couple times.
Stop that.
What? It's already broken. I can't... Look, I can take this knife and just slams it into the side.
Stop
I
it.
can't break it.
You could very much break it more. Stop it.
Connor, here, Kato, and Lou. This thing may not be useful currently in this loop, but I have to believe that it's here to be useful in some loop.
That's fair. And if I were to go to Maruk El Fodder and learn information, that would also be useful to you all, right? That would be useful to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we can also... Okay, I'm just going to put the disguise back on. All right? Is that fine? Can we go talk to this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. He takes another whack at it at the sloop.
Stop it!
Connor!
Connor!
It's already broken! We can't do it!
Connor!
He does that, and I just kind of gently reach out and flap him on the behind with my quarterstaff.
Hey!
Lee's going to cast Disguise Self again, which means I am going to very quickly do another wild magic roll. I'm safe. Okay.
Is that a catalyst?
Lee starts sweating.
Why does it make such... It sounds rattly.
What? No, it's like an instrument.
It doesn't... Are you sure that thing is safe?
Nope.
Well, he killed himself with it.
On accident?
It's like the least safe thing I have.
Oh. You guys go to another single-story redstone building on the opposite end of the street. This one has a lean-to on one side. Under that lean-to, Nadim and Arwa are sitting and drinking tea. As you approach, Nadim looks up and says, "Hey, you guys are, well, I don't know her, but you all are the survivors of that big crash out there, aren't you?
So to speak.
How can I help you? Welcome to Trader Nadim's."
I would like to introduce Damien Egetis of the House Egetis of the High Nation of Nocturne. And I gesture flamboyantly forward, and then, I don't know, maybe like slap dust off of a rug as he walks in.
Nadim mockingly gestures to Arwa beside him and says, "And I would like to introduce you all to Philippa Eudoxia."
Wait, who's Philippa Eudoxia?
Yeah, give me a history check, yeah.
That is a 15 for me.
That's a natural 1. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's like an 8 for me.
Connor, Philippa Eudoxia was the inventor of the catalyst.
Wait, the Catalyst Builder? Yeah, that one.
No, obviously I mean the leader of House Philia.
No, I think it was the Catalyst Builders. Everyone knows who that is, right? Right, Kato? He is giving you this look of yes, that is the answer, and he has a total 100% belief that's it.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to be quiet for a second. Hi. Nadim, you're with House Philia?
Yes, and our great leader Philippa is right here too. And Damien Egetis, welcome to the humble village of Alkire Yana B, where you obviously would be visiting.
Have you ever been to Kiblik in person?
Well, I was a boy.
Okay, well then I wasn't born. I don't know how to tell you this. There was a trade agreement, the details of which, honestly, I didn't care enough to pay attention to yesterday in Kiblik. The nation of Malus sent Lynn the Mechanic an airship, and we were to ride the airship. Well, the Malus representatives were to ride the airship back to the Empire the next day. That did not happen. The entire city lifted off the ground, and in the chaos, my guards determined it would be safer for me to be on the ship as opposed to in the estate. I don't know where I would be right now if that was not the case. They were right for a little bit, and then Atromos took the ship down. So
then why did we see no House Egetis guards on board, and why are there 2 Buccaneers legionnaires who were showing you around?
This was a last-minute decision. You think I'm happy about this?
I'm a representative of the Legion, and I was there to negotiate. I was the one nearest Damien at the time of the upheaval, and I decided it was my duty and honor to protect him. And I crossed my chest with my fist in some semblance of a salute.
Give me a deception check with advantage due to help from Kato. Nadim is going to roll insight with advantage because he is a sly bastard and you're not likely to get one over on him.
That's fair. I got a 17 plus 9 for a 26.
18 plus 4 for a 22. Okay, this isn't really Philippa Eudoxia.
Yeah, I'm aware.
My deepest apologies, sir. I would never. I am so sorry.
Okay, I'm stranded in the middle of the Silent Desert with no way home. You hold more cards here than you think, and it's not very appealing when people grovel, if I'm being honest. So, can we work something out here?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Yes. What can I do for you? Sir.
The illustrious one is appropriate.
Illustrious one.
Lee turns so his back is away from Arwa and Nadim, and puts a hand on Kato's shoulder, gives him a bardic, and also says, "You have got to tone it down, man."
All right, I'll take that note.
Well then, illustrious one, how can this humble trader serve you?
Okay, so first of all, the townspeople saved my life. They tell me there's a debt that they owe you.
Yes, I'm afraid so. The townspeople have acted disgraceful for Nocturnians.
I'd like to take on that debt.
Very well. It is yours. Would you like to pay it in cash?
I didn't exactly have my life savings on me. I can give you what I have now, but it only amounts to 7 or 8 gold.
This puzzles him. He's a bit confused why someone who is effectively, obviously this being a republic, they don't have royals, quote unquote, but a member of a great house only having 7 gold on them is a bit odd, or at least strikes him as a bit odd. Although he's never really known any nobles, so he could be wrong about that. But his perception is that they would probably have more on them on the day-to-day. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm sure we could create a contract to...
I'm one step ahead of you. If you deliver Damien to his family, you will be paid most wisely,
Handsomely?
most graciously.
I see. Then I would just need to see the certificate of credit.
Damien? I'm sorry, your illustrious one?
Can I get some kind of check on what the hell a certificate of credit is?
Yeah, give me a history check, DC 20.
Oh, hell. All right. 18 plus 6, 24.
24. Obviously, the upper echelons of society don't always carry a ton of cash on them. They would carry more cash than, your average Joe, but their coffers, they could not possibly fit into their pocket. So there's a credit system that, you have your certificate of credit, and then it contains all the details about how to, claim that credit later. It's something you would have on you at all times, of course.
I would never have seen Damien use this.
No,
So
whenever
idea
you
what it
went
looks
out with
like.
Damien, people were always paying for him in cash.
Lee is going to make a show of checking his pockets, and then he takes his backpack off and starts rifling through it. And he's like, no. He just starts throwing shit everywhere. Fuck!
Oh, okay. No worries. I'll tell you what, we'll just, I wouldn't want to, besmirch the good name of the Agetis family. I will, place this debt on hold until you can produce your certificate of credit. That's fine. It's no problem.
You understand, this will take some time.
I will trust in the good word of his illustrious one. And if you happen to not come back, then I just take the money from the people here, and that's fine.
That's fine. It's... I have to appreciate your leniency on this, Nadim. Honestly,
I appreciate your leniency, oh illustrious one.
You've been a true professional. I need to get home. And I hear that the closest village is Marukil Fodder.
Yes, absolutely. I actually have some companions who are headed that way, and normally we do have a 2 silver per mile per person fee. But if you were to help claim on this debt, I would waive that.
In what manner?
It would be waived.
No, claim the debt. How?
Honestly, just stand there. Word is that the people here think that because you guys are around and that there's new muscle in town who's going to stand up to these traders, you guys just need to show them, you're on my side, that you stand with the law. That should be no problem. It's just don't give them any wild ideas about
Okay. What's the move here? Do we think it's impossible for me to get away with both?
I will give you a bit of insight that in Nocturnian culture, it would be disgraceful for a wealthy person to not pay a nominal fee, which is why he's not offering it to you. It would be discourteous.
But he does. He feels compelled to give me another way.
Yeah, exactly. He is going to additional ends to, make things as flexible for you as he can. But he knows it would besmirch your name to start offering you stuff for free.
Okay. Damien kind of looks at everybody else around him and he's like, all right, let me talk with my associates for a moment.
Absolutely. Take all the time you need. Oh, great, illustrious one.
We walk 20 paces away.
You have to tell him to stop calling you that. I'm already annoyed by it.
I really wish you had not done that, honestly.
Yeah, I also wish you hadn't told him that.
You could just tell him that he could call you like Mr. Regettis.
I said that cool shit about not groveling, and then you made him grovel like right away.
Yeah. Well, hat on a hat. Let's moving forward.
It's kind of funny.
I think we still need to get our hands on that contract somehow, right?
I know. Maybe I just asked to see it?
Do you guys just want me to get it? Like, it's not hard to get into his office. I've done it before.
It's like an easy thing for you to do.
Yeah.
And maybe.
I mean, well, I feel like if we, I don't know. Maybe I've got as much goodwill from this guy as I'm going to get. And what are the odds that he checks on the contract after, if we take the collateral for it? We can't pay this fee is the problem. I don't have whatever this fucking credit is.
So just, I gotta be honest with you. I think the only reason that Arwa even messed with Suha that one time you guys confronted them is because you messed with Arwa earlier that day. I think that she was kind of pissed off. So if we can just smooth, the gears here, I think everything's gonna be okay. We can just
it might be all
skate on out of town tomorrow morning.
These people aren't decrepit, and honestly, Nadim, he's gonna have the town in his pocket short term, but he's not gonna kill everybody here. He's not gonna let them starve to death. He needs a base of operations, and he's already got one. So, what do you guys think? Do we just stand by? We let them collect this money so we can leave?
We haven't tried that tactic yet. As much as I don't like to see somebody like him taking honest money.
Connor?
I honestly don't like the idea, but it's different than the last time. We never tried it. We don't know what's going to happen. At the end of the day, Lou can just kill one of us. We can reset.
It's not a hill I'll die on.
That's good enough for me right now. All right. Yeah. Let's do it.
Lou says, all right, good. Let's just, I would love to do anything. Thank you.
So then, just getting this straight, we're going to go stand with them tonight when they collect the money. At some point before we leave tomorrow, Lou, you're going to get that contract in your hands.
Yeah, no problem, Ma. I can get that easily. No problem.
Last time, he just let us look at it without taking on any debt, so why don't we just take it?
Let's just take a look.
I don't know why you want it so badly physically, but...
Lee, I'm going to ask you a question because I think I have a clue here. Do we have to have it with us?
Yes. Thank you. Just get a hold of it.
Cool. Yeah, you guys go back. You him and haw with Nadim and ask to look at the contract. He hands it to you. He seems pretty nervous about that you guys are going to try to walk away with it. He doesn't let that happen, but he does let you hold it.
Yeah, I just hold it and hand it right back, and then.
Thank you, illustrious one.
Oh,
have you considered?
You got to stop doing that.
Oh,
my boy here was just pulling your leg, honestly. And
my apologies.
That's an amazing joke. That's hilarious.
It's not so.
No, it's just a dumb joke, obviously.
Damn.
So you guys all watch as the people gather.
Just for the sake of all the rules lawyers out there, Lee doesn't want to cast Disguise Self every hour on the hour, so he goes back to Suha and Jafar's for the duration of the day until the festival, then casts it again before the festival. So he's been hanging out at their house all day.
Oh, God. You guys are hanging out with Aaliyah and Azza. Arwa comes to join you just before the festival starts. Connor, Azza keeps like trying to start conversations with you.
Yeah, he kind of like he goes along with it. I guess I'll just talk.
Yeah, she's just seems to want to talk to you. And then the festival begins. Suha does her thing. She sings a song. The collection begins. She keeps looking at you all nervously but hopeful. And then after the collection has been gathered, Aaliyah strides forward, cites some laws, and Suha says, "No, I won't give it to you." And Aaliyah steps forward and places her hand on the basket, and Suha looks at you all pleadingly and says, "Please,
Suha,
we'll all die."
Suha, relax. Just give her the basket.
Ayla's just staring at the ground.
Suha, a light in her eyes, dies. Her vision is cast to the ground, and she lets Aaliyah take the basket.
And we all lose a level.
That'd be fucking funny.
And then an explosion happens, killing everybody.
Yeah, the ship explodes.
And then, nothing happens. The people of Alkyriana B somberly stand up and go back to their own homes. Aaliyah comes back to you grinning. She's got a wad of coins in her hand. She says, "Hey, good job, guys. We did it." Pats you on the shoulder and says, "All right, so we're travel buddies now, huh?"
Yeah, I guess so. He just gives her a smile and thumbs up. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'll see you guys in the morning. You all have somewhere to stay?
Not now.
Not now.
As far as I know.
Well, I'm sure Nadim will let you crash under his lean-to. There should be it might get a little cold, so make sure you got some blankets. But it'll still be nicer than what we'll be doing the next few nights. So cool. You guys want to head back to Nadim's house?
Out of
Hey,
character.
buck up! You guys did the mission. We did the thing. Good job.
Yeah, we just took a bunch of money from a bunch of
we're
poor
fine.
families. Well, it's wonderful. Feels great.
Well,
We were just following the law. It's fine.
It's just work.
This is a bleeding heart that I've been saddled with. Yeah, we'll probably meet you back at Nadim's. I'll see you in the morning.
Cool.
Ruby's a little depressed underneath him, just like, I can't believe we actually did this.
As you guys, let's see. Azza turns to you, Connor, again and says, you want to crack one open with me whenever we get back? Just a little toast between the two of us?
Sure? I guess that's fine. He's
Okay.
not getting it at all.
All right. Well, yeah. I'll be around back. Just come see me.
Got it. He gives a thumbs up. Just like, I don't know what she wants to do, but I guess drinks, I guess. What's the worst that can happen? She kills me.
And that is where we'll end our session.
Kato shakes his head and walks away from Connor. Listen, I'm trying to be impulsive and move the plot forward, so if it turns out to be bad, we'll just die and do it again.
Can we end the session with Damien knocking and try to give them my coin purse? We just that's
you could do that.
That's
You can do
the
that
end of the
next episode.
session is Damien just knocking on their door and nobody answering.
It's I could see that as the credits are rolling and it's just sort of like a slow pan of like you standing on their stoop and Jafar looks through the window and sees you and closes the shades.
Pulls the
and you just keep
blinds.
standing there.
Lee just
knocking,
leaves his
and there's,
coin
sad
purse on the
music.
doorstep as he walks away.
Well, that's so funny because that's what I wanted to go do in the morning early before we take off, is just leave them all my money.
I'm leaving them. Apparently, nobles don't really pay for shit in Nocturne, so I'm going to leave them the money I have.
They got credit cards.
Credit cards. Kato, I appreciated you taking a role in there. I really liked you becoming a lackey. It's a good way to involve yourself, but I don't know how. I didn't know how to
Who's the
throw it to
herald?
anybody else. Unfortunately, Like,
Oh no, you're good. I was preferring you to take the lead anyway. I just wanted to give you advantage. So
So how do you guys feel about the decision that you made?
bad.
Bad, but we're moving.
It's bad, but I want to see what moving in the direction of Maruk El Fater will look like.
And if we do die this loop and somebody gets to see the stranger, they can take the contract and, I mean, destroy it? Like,
No, we just take it and we own the debt. We just decide to not follow
Right.
through, and yeah.
Then we don't have to do what Nadim says anymore.
And then nobody loses any money. Somebody just loses a hit die.
Mm-hmm. So it would benefit Suha and Jafar, ironically, that we just screwed them.
We can get their goodwill. We can help them with the whole thing.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
also have to remember he's going to offer something else. That contract
True.
isn't going to be the only thing up his sleeve, so to speak.
Whatever we find, he can offer, but I think we can request stuff.
We are abandoning the Sand Sloop idea by going against the AKR or
Only this time.
what is it? El Cariana B AKY people. They're not gonna like correct because okay. So out of character, what I want to do is since the stranger said that they'll like maintain it in whatever status it's in between loops. If we leave it behind and leave it with the village to repair while we're going somewhere else, then it'll be in a better condition and we can repair it faster the next time. I just can't negotiate that as a character.
Mhm.
Right. If it's destroyed, that's what I'm curious about. If it takes damage, do we think it retains the damage? That's why I was so worried about Connor hurting it. And it's part of why he was doing it, because
Or-
he thought of the same thing.
Maybe it's donated to the city. I don't know if you guys can do something, but if you could use this and repair it somehow to improve your ability to get supplies or something from somewhere else or something like that. Could always leave a note on their doorstep.
How genius would that be?
How much is a sand sloop worth?
Probably not cheap.
Even better than giving it to the city, because the city doesn't, like, the villagers don't have a whole bunch of reason to leave. Well, give it to Nadim and be like, hey, what if they paid off their debt by fixing this hunk of junk for you? And then every loop, it's
Mhm.
more fixed, and we have less work to do.
Cool.
What did you guys think about Lou?
It's cool.
That murdering bitch.
What were your expectations when you finally met the assassin?
I rolled independently to see if I would actually like just attack her like without second thought, and I rolled. I didn't get there, so I was like, do I just have Connor attack her? I was like,
If you'd have squared up, I would have squared up immediately. Like, there would have been no reason not to. Let's get some of that tension out of the way.
Mhm.
Wild.
I chose the fear. I chose the fear.
I feel like we theorized really early on that maybe she was looping with us. And we kind of tossed it out the window just because we never saw her again. But I feel like that we never saw her again was stronger evidence than it was weaker evidence. You know, like,
Well, we never saw her in the first place. Like,
yeah, we saw her when she killed you, I guess. But
well, somebody did.
I did,
not
yeah.
me.
Yeah, I
But-
saw her when, but that was the thing. I thought going back that we would have the opportunity to see her, not specifically that she was looping.
I just assumed the reason the assassin didn't come after me again because we never really got into a situation that the assassin would be like, he's by himself now. Let's kill him.
It was kind of that thing, yeah, because we never really had that situation where Kato got pissed off and stormed off, and then we were all kind of just didn't know what else to do and trailing behind, and then Connor gets distracted by a shiny object, kind of thing, right? So I thought we had not really encountered that kind of a situation again, so I thought maybe we could kind of reenact that and meet up with this person. I was pretty certain we would meet with this person this time, or find them this time.
yeah, we were making an effort to.
Yeah, it was intentional. And little did we know she was trying to meet up with us too.
Which is very cool.
Thank you,
I like a lot of stuff about that. It's a slick move to have somebody else involved in the loop for a lot of reasons, but I
Mhm.
think maybe the biggest one being like, what if somebody in here decided they didn't like playing their character anymore? It's like, well, you got Lou. You can play Lou.
Did you like Lou? What are your thoughts of her?
She's funny.
Kind of neutral right now with her. I think Connor is just like I'm very uneasy around her. I feel that if she decides to kill me, she'll be like, you know what? Out of spite.
She's
seems
a good
like-
foil to us getting caught up on moral decisions too.
Yeah, I
Like,
think-
she at least is like the not devil's advocate, but just sort of the utilitarian voice.
Yeah.
That's the part I liked, was that she was a good contrast to our characters. Aila doesn't like her, dislike her. She just is distrustful of her until she proves herself trustworthy.
Yeah, she's probably a bad influence on Kato, because I was like, yeah, honestly, it's just money. Who cares about this village's god stuff?
Mhm. So that could be interesting how that plays out. Just
Yeah.
Well, there's only so
Appeals
much
to your
like
Buccaneer side.
caring our characters can do at any given loop that before it's going to be like there's no
Mhm.
point to doing this if I know that it's not going to stick. So I might as well just do the most efficient thing after a while. And
Yeah.
like hustle, you know? So she is a great push in that direction. But I think I like how clear we made it that none of us like agree with just ignoring the like the sanctity of life and like property, I guess. That sounds very capitalist of me, but like of the rituals, of their beliefs, of like their ability to not be in poverty.
We really screwed them over.
I think that it'll be interesting to align yourselves with her, kind of follow her lead a little bit on this, and then see what the next time you guys have
Mhm.
lowercase e conflict with each other, how that goes.
Conflict is spelled with 2 Ks.
Huh? Oh. Cool. I'm glad you guys are liking it. All right. I think we can end recording.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Echoes of Malus is created and DM'd by Jake Parsley. Connor is played by Justin White. Lee is played by Anthony Mott. Aila is played by Annabeth Parsley. Kato is played by Drake D. White. Additional writing and combat design are provided by Zachary Cox. Our audio editor is Drake D. White. Our music is by Public Circuit. And our concept art is by EternalGem. Your producer is me, Leanne Jay. We'll see you next time.